All right. So, Jeff, apparently extreme bitchiness and hypocrisy is really good for self-care and skin because these women look really great on the outside. I can't vouch for
It's
their
that.
insides.
That's that with a steady diet of Fireball.
I'm not really sure what I've done to you, but I'll take a Pinot Grigio.
Hello, everyone. This is But I'll Take a Pinot Grigio. We're talking about vintage Vanderpump Rules today, Season 5, Episode 3. I'm Sunday, pop culture professor, self-proclaimed expert on now mean girl bullies and inter-female friendship politics.
And I'm Jeff, the former Bravo noob, who is here just constantly ready to dish and is bracing himself for some girl-on-girl horrible action here.
Yeah, and not the good kind of girl-on-girl action, okay? Like, it's
No, I put
real bad.
horrible in there just to...
Okay, good. How many Silkwood showers did you have to take after that scene between Lala and Katie?
You're not the first person to use that phrase this weekend, and I kind of can't believe it.
Wow.
I don't know, girl.
What kind of...
Honey girl, how many honey girls did you get there, sweetie? For every
before
sweetie,
we
honey, or girl, if you have to take a shower, you're just staying in the shower.
Yeah, I mean, it was really bad. And that was one of the most egregious, but it was sort of like a pile on the whole time. But before I do that, I want to have a little bit of business. By the time you're hearing that, I believe that I will be in the big city. Ellie Mae Clampett is heading north to do some Pride stuff in New York and do some on the boots investigating of some of our Bravo haunts and things. So email us or DM us if you have any ideas at Pinot Pod. I'm going to do a little bit of a tour when I'm there. But
literally
we did,
in the city.
Yes, I will literally be in the city. Ellie Mae is on her way. But I encourage you to go back and listen to some of our talks about Las Culturistas Awards. We did that. The whole gang is going to be with us. And we have a Top Chef hole in our heart. But you can go back and listen to our coverage of the finale and our mini crossover, which we talk a lot about our feelings about all of that. And, as always, you could dip in after this week. There'll be no more Summer House reunion, the reunion that never ends. It goes on and on, my friend, is officially over, but In the City still has some more episodes. So you can come in on Tuesday nights, real early Wednesday mornings. And then, of course, Vintage Vanderpump is always reliably so. But, Jeff, we do have some programming notes for later on this summer. I texted you about it the other day. House of Stassi is on the slate.
Coming our way.
That is. It's going to be mid-July, I think. End of July, something like that. And so while it will not replace our Top Chef, it will be another show that we talk about.
No, and it is a spoiler for me that some of these people haven't clawed each other's eyeballs out, which is somehow a thing. I don't know how at this point.
I believe they have, and then it had reconstructive eye surgery, clawed them out again, wore patches for a while.
Crew?
Yes. Speaking of, too, I know we're about to get there, but those flashback pictures of the clown college with Jax's original nose and jawline, like, I could not. I was like, oh my God, that whole thing. I've got some things to say about it. But to remind where we left off, these real mean-spirited dummies. And I was thinking that season 5 was going to be a little bit more fun. There's a lot of memeable, a lot of memorable top scenes. It is not. We're in the ditch. But remember, nobody's been working on their summer bodies, Jeff. Kristen's mad at Lala. More nonsense with James that involved a headlock. There was some chowing down on her Kentucky muffin. Jax is getting the Jax Taylor gaslit special, in which nobody believes him. When he saw what he saw.
Jax getting Jax.
Jax got Jax. And Brittany is still around and universally loved by the crowd. Speaking of, we pick up at the bridesmaids ball. Katie is brought together all these people. I didn't write down because I'm trying to be more present in the episode. How many motherfuckers are sitting at that table?
We have Katie, Brittany, Stassi, Kristen, Sheena, Rachel, Jen, and Leopard's sister. I didn't catch Leopard's sister's name.
Courtney. But My caption said leper, not leopard, sister.
Oh, can't always.
My caption.
This is
Yeah.
why you bring questions to the podcast sometimes, because you're
Uh,
going on the closed
like,
captions.
say more about the leper sisters. But everybody, Kristen's like, oh, I just feel so proper and feminine. Meanwhile, she's like, got a Pall Mall hanging out of her mouth and wearing yesterday's panties. And this is the absolute most elaborate way to ask anything. It is a box with a bow, with a balloon that you have to pop. Then you have to pull out a scroll and unroll it. And then a blackbird from the West comes in, taps on Morse code on the table. And then you have to discern it. Then it's an anagram. Girl, what? You spent as much on these damn bridesmaids' ass than you did on the fucking invitations. It's wild. Like it was just janky.
It's
It
its
was
own
janky
little
as hell.
side quest. Just to get
Yes.
in, to be like, just
Yeah.
being friends and hanging with this group wasn't enough of a challenge. You need to do this. But
Mhm.
not often here, but you're talking about all the stuff, how Kristen's acting. I have to say, though, she's invited to a party. She's being
Oh.
invited to something. Have we?
Mhm.
No wonder she feels, so
I was about to
sophisticated
say.
in it and everything. I don't know if she's ever opened an envelope with an invite of any kind in it. So this will be a
Didn't have to
whole
steam
new
it open and then
experience.
steam it back
Yeah.
shut. Maybe that's why
Like,
she's so
sorry, I'm used to
emotional.
she's scratching out somebody else's name. Like, that's my
Uh-huh.
name. I didn't know. Oh, I didn't know. I don't know how to deal with this.
Also, in case you didn't know, Kristen introduced them. I don't know if she's mentioned that before. I don't know if she's ever told a
She
long-winded
deserves to be a
story.
real part of this. Yeah.
Yeah, because she introduced them. Did you hear? She
Uh-huh.
introduced them. So this whole thing is completely Kristen's fault. Everything that we're about to talk about, all Kristen's fault here. But a little bit of timestamp. You know how I love it. Brittany has been in LA for 1 year. It's her move anniversary.
Mhm.
And her and Jax are made up. Okay, that's about all we get between the two of them. Jax gets real gross on his own later, but there's not a whole lot of resolution to the Kentucky muffin of it all.
No, but she let him have it a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, she chewed him out. But really and truly, what we need to talk about is the movement with Stassi. She went from being his, dirtbag boyfriend to her dirtbag ex to her dirtbag bad memory to now he's just an ape with a really cool girlfriend. Which,
Yeah.
you know what? Feels like a good place for him to land in Stassi's esteem there.
Yeah. And of course she has to separate herself. Like, sure, we're all you know,
But
bridesmaids here. Of course I'm maid of honor. Like, you just had to
mhm.
we had to get that little bit. More on
Yeah.
that.
Stassi's reformation was real short-lived. So, yes,
Yeah.
more on that for sure. So, I also made note too, where because everybody's so emotional about, oh my gosh, this time last year, Katie wouldn't even answer a text. And I thought, and then the year before that, you wouldn't even answer a text from her. So, it's a full circle moment here. 2
Mhm.
years of friendship beef coming around. But you know who's not there?
Ariana.
Yeah.
She's a no.
Yeah.
To which I was like, is she a no? Or that wasn't in consideration? I don't know. There's a lot of assuming going on Katie's part. I
Yeah.
think
But
that will come up.
yes, but she even says it's the Lala of it all there, right? Like it
Yeah.
is. She wants to talk about, oh, Ariana doesn't want to be a bridesmaid. Oh, I didn't
Right.
want to have to tell me no, blah, blah, blah. But really and truly, they're just like, you can't sit with us through this whole fucking episode. And it's disgusting.
Yeah. Machina lets us know that she, of course, is on hashtag Team Katie. And I'm
No.
so happy that in this episode we have let our little group get back into teams because we need to be more officially at each other's
Yeah.
throats than just like
Yeah.
ever consider hanging out with the other with no issue.
Nothing says growth like hashtag team.
Yep.
Right. But
Yeah.
I would like to put it in a formal request to the committee that every time we talk about Sheena's confessional that we call her zombie Sheena because she looks so fucking weird. She's like a goddamn White Walker with those eyes. Like I know I don't know, was Game of Thrones around? Maybe that's what she was going for.
It was around
she looks
for sure.
yeah. She looks like a White Walker. And I mean, her skin looks great. She finally got the right lip combo to work. And then she ruins it with these, I don't know, cataract contacts that she's wearing. I don't get it. And it's very, very jarring. It just takes me
also
right out of it.
real
I'm like, who
skinny.
is that?
Also real thin.
As we heard later too. So we're back at Sir and Lala and James, the two demons, in in unison here. There was a headlock in which James's head's fine. Don't worry, his head's okay. I know you were worried, Jeff, but his head's okay.
Very.
And fuck these strikes. He doesn't know how many strikes he's had. They don't got fucking baseball in London. Strikes? What's a strike?
Can't keep up with that. No.
No, he doesn't know. They don't have strikes in cricket? I don't know. But I think this was sort of the first time that we kind of see Lala start to kind of come out of that summer body persona that she was in and just be a little bit more level-headed. She's like, listen, I owe her apology. I'm not trying to be this bitch's friend, but we do have to work together. And this is one of a couple of times in which they've almost broken the fourth wall. Ariana does it later when she's talking about Lala, mind your own business people. But this sort of acknowledging that, okay, this is a set of people that are in circumstances that we have to exist in. Not everybody has to be best friends. And, I think Lala is doing her best, number one, to secure her spot in season 6, probably, and 2, to not come off looking like the worst person because she has hitched her wagon to, as Katie says, the worst version of a person humanity has ever seen.
Yeah, and she goes into the whole, kind of ranking, where she is with Sheena as opposed to where she is with Katie. They're very different. She's not really getting along with either one, but one's shorter hill to climb between the two.
Yeah, but I really think she's overstating what her previous relationship with Sheena was. She may have thought that her and Sheena were cool, and Sheena may have let her think that they were cool, but Sheena was never really on board with this woman. She was kind of hedging her bets a little bit, thinking, okay, which way is it going to go? Because if the wind's going to blow in Lala's way, I need to keep that door open. But now that she knows exactly where the wind's blowing, now she's like, ooh, girl, I don't know you.
But you never know what Sheena's also telling her, because Sheena's always talking to people with a little bit of, well, just in case this person gets more famous this season, let me keep that door open. So,
yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. And 2, because she's always going to, and now that, Katie and Kristen and Stassi have firmly decided how they feel about Lala. So now Sheena can decide how she feels about it. And she even says as much almost outright. And I'll talk about that in a second. But I just want to make mention of Sandoval's Viking Queen hair. 2016 was a tough time for just like fashion and stuff. And everybody is really trying on this new stuff. It's all this stuff is happening. And I'm just like, Sandoval, I cannot. It's very distracting. And Jax is in line with us. Please fire James. Please fire James. Can anybody please just fire fucking James?
Just that little fucker. Yeah.
Yeah. And then when she comes in and she greets Guillermo, but then I was like, oh my God, are we in a
shout. It's been a minute.
But I think that our timelines crossed a little, because I think we got a shot of past Guillermo and present. Look, there's these two guys, and it looks like Guillermo's past self entered into this dimension.
What's his name? Was it
Paolo?
Paolo. I think that might be Paolo.
Maybe. I never really got a real clear idea about what Paolo looked like.
That might be Paolo, yeah.
Well, I was thinking that maybe our dimensions got crossed, but thank you for clearing that up for me.
Well, you might have thought that because of all these demons that have risen up out of the cross that has formed inside West Hollywood here.
But they were both equally handsome. And I just need to put another question to the committee. Did Lisa Vanderpump get a word of the day calendar? Because the way she's speaking in this whole scene is very weird. That James has another controversial situation in which she needs to launch an investigation in which she will interview a plethora of people.
She spoke to a plethora of people already, yes.
Mm-hmm, that's right.
Yeah, she's really proved me wrong. Like, one of my predictions was that Lisa was going to kind of take a step back. And it's almost like, in this offseason, she definitely decided, I'm going to be more front-facing. I'm going to be around. I'm not going to really know more about what's going on necessarily, but I'm going to be there, and I'm here to talk about it a little bit, for sure.
And it does seem like she is kind of laser focused on James and his deal. And I mean, she's literally smelled his breath later.
Yeah.
I mean, she looked and smelled his breath.
Well, look, everybody's coming at him. Sunday, they're all jealous. They're all going to
That's
come
of
at him right
course.
now. He's got a lot going on. Everyone's jealous of James.
He's winning right now. He has a top something in the top 100
Top
iTunes or
100 on
something
Apple iTunes. Yeah.
with what, him and Lala's song?
Don't know.
Or
No,
his
no, we don't need to
oh,
talk about
okay,
what it
sorry.
was or is. We just,
Okay,
there's a top
great.
100 on there. Okay.
Okay, fair enough. Moving on.
Yeah.
Lisa's thought she was gonna have to
What are you
put her
jealous? You sound jealous.
everyone is. Don't you know? Everyone is. She thought she was gonna have to put her Louboutin up his skinny ass, but just kidding, false alarm. The other person was the perpetrator. Like,
Yeah.
Lisa's been watching Law& Order.
The real, like, I thought it was almost like the Top Chef thing. 'Cause she, like, waited a while before she said something. It was, like, almost like, "And James, you will skate by again and not be fired." But if
He's falling
anything
apart.
else was different, I would have. I don't think Lisa wasn't about to fire him, though. Don't
Mhm.
you
Always.
don't you think that?
And because Sheena likes to mind her own business, she comes directly up to
Yeah.
LVP to ask how that situation was. And not only does Lisa clown her ass, so do the editors.
Yep.
Lisa's like, "Well, why don't we flash back to you a few years ago, ma'am?" And then not only did the editors clown her about that whole brandy thing, but they also reminded that she had a gray tooth, which Sheena has obviously worked really hard
Yeah.
to get away from the gray tooth situation. And
You
it's
said
like,
a
girl,
you said a few, like, just a couple episodes ago, like, Lisa will, like, still won't keep her foot off her neck about that one thing. And I was like, I don't know if that's really come up in a minute. See, and then to have it come up again, I was like, yeah. But think of all that money that it's made you. All right.
yes.
Well, like,
And
can't you give her, I guess she gives her a pass on everything else. So she brings up that one
but
thing a lot.
and also too, though, it is a organic moment for it to come up, especially as everyone's foot is on Lala's neck about her married boyfriend. Like, girl, weren't you fucking a married man quite
Well,
literally
one of them
5
is
years ago?
actually happened. One of them's a rumor right now.
Exactly.
One of
And
them
it's
was
just like
very much happening.
uh, the short-term amnesia that these women are performing is just
Yeah,
so wild. And this is whenever Katie comes up to
it's so
Ariana
weird.
and gets her, like, bachelors in tap dance in here.
Yeah.
"Well, listen, I know that you don't really want to, but, like, there's this thing that's happening, and I don't want you to say no about it, but, like, if you're gonna say no, then maybe you shouldn't in this way." And
Oh, no. Even what she, like, assumes, she's like, "I know you're not into the bridesmaid thing." Like,
mhm.
I hate when people say that kind of like, "I know you don't like so and so." It's like, you hadn't even asked me if I like that. I'm actually pretty open. I mean, what if Ariana was secretly really wanting to do this? And also, don't bring it up. Why is she even bringing it up? This is like, when I talk about Jax or anybody else who's a real shitty liar on here, when you're speaking something that isn't your truth, it's easier to really see. But no one's asking you to speak your truth. She's not on the stand. Ariana wasn't like, how many
Well,
bridesmaids do you have currently, and how many are going to fill out your roster? And let me know if there's any. Like, she's not asking for
yeah,
specifics on this. Like,
I
I mean, if
know,
she
but I
comes
think
out of it, like,
Ka
just let me know if I can help you.
well, I think Katie understands that Ariana is going to be privy to all of the details. I think she's trying to maybe head it off at the pass. I mean, I think that's what she's telling herself. Really and truly, she mentions it how she
There's
got pissed that she high-fived James. So I think that
there's
she's
no
trying
reason
to,
to
like
say anything.
you're right, but
Yeah.
Ariana takes it with very, very graciously. She's like, "Listen,
Yes.
I'll be a part of it in any way that you want me to, and I'm gonna say I am turning back to the good for season 5 Ariana." I was real, like, boo in season 4. But like
Yeah.
I said, whatever talk therapy she's doing, what meditation, her antidepressants, whatever is working because she feels much present. And she looks so good right here. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, even Katie too. Katie's skin looks great. Katie's got a good lip combo. Ariana's looking so natural. Like, these women are rotting on the inside, but like their outsides just look so pretty. And it's such a disconnect for me. It's like, I want to root for pretty people, Jeff, and they're making it impossible for me to.
Yeah. I mean, Katie's just unnecessarily awkward. We don't need to have this conversation at all.
Yeah.
Like, it could have just not happened.
Well,
but
do you want to
we got
talk
through it.
about the dinner that's coming up that no awkwardness at all happens with
What if I said
Jax
no?
Jackson Sandoval and Shorty at Shorty's? This is a gratitude dinner. He wants to
I will
show
say, no matter what
gratitude.
happens, this is not the grossest I've seen them be. I mean,
I mean, seriously, like I have some tips that they wanted to make it even grosser, but you know, where are the other groomsmen? Remember somewhere along the lines, Katie said that Tom was going to have 10. And so, or Tom wanted to have 10. So was she going to have 10? So where are the other 7? I mean, well, he's got 3 brothers. So that's
what do you want him
6.
to jump in for a full commitment right away? Who are you talking about? Tom Schwartz. The mu-
Sir,
the wedding is 6 weeks away. I'm glad he's asked anybody at this point. He's looking to
I
hire half a taco truck and call it a fucking day.
I have never seen this man exhibit any more effort than he did for this fucking prank that he did. This is the
And he's
most
still like,
committed he's ever been to anything, right? Like, so, and also too, they flash back to all this homoerotic hazing. There's just so much homoerotic stuff. Just fuck. But this man had to go for a run, okay? Get Katie to take the pictures of him with the meat in his butt,
yeah.
print it out,
hmm
whether he had a home printer or not, maybe because it's the past, find an envelope, and then keep it together the whole time they were eating. I've
Yeah.
never seen him put this much effort in anything else.
No, he cares about this. He
Yeah,
definitely cares about this
he
more than
does
anything
care.
we've seen. I said
He does
halfway through,
indeed.
I was like, what did he do to this food? I wrote that entire sentence out. And
Oh,
I was like, repayments? Like another question mark. And I was like, oh, it's all over his ass. It's in his pants.
mm-hmm. Yep.
And they're
Um,
pretty cool with it overall. You know, they're like, I mean,
yeah.
that's pretty good, man. You got us pretty good.
Ass steaks were delicious. And too, if he really wanted to get gross, he should have put them in his butt after he cooked them. I mean, I know there's a temperature situation there, but like all the germs cook off anyway.
Let's not give them
I'm
tips
just saying.
on all this. Like,
I'm just
all
saying.
the
He
germs
was
cook
just so
off.
proud. He was so proud of it. I was like,
Let's see. Cancel Wednesday dinner at Sundays immediately.
I know you never know what you're going to be eating around here. Then we flash to this scene between Stassi and Kristen and Katie, like blah blah blah, wedding shit. A tea towel, ma'am. Don't make your wedding more work for me. $3,000 for invites.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That seems a lot.
20
That's a
bucks.
lot. Yeah.
$20 for every single one you're popping in the mailbox is a lot because 2016 you were still doing that. And Katie does take time to be horrible to everybody in this. I mean, like, just in
I was
general,
gonna
like,
ask.
really brings up Stassi being alone for no
Yeah.
reason, and then says why she said it. Like, she's like, well, you don't have anyone you're dating and you live
Yeah.
alone, so I mean, I guess you're not
Yes.
bringing it. Like, please stop talking. Shut your
I
mouth.
know.
Why are you still talking? Why are words still falling out of your mouth?
And we see that Stassi is obviously in a very vulnerable place right now about it. And I even was
Yes.
going to ask you, I was like, was that bitchy? Like, was Katie being
It
a
was
bitch about
totally
it just
bitchy.
then? Yeah.
She also, I think, was being real snotty to Kristen about Carter, which no problem. I'm not great if you want to get shitty about Carter, but how
We
she's
have
like,
seen
and
Carter's
you
tongue.
like, you'll bring Carter, like fucking whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
there's no like, well, of course you'll be with him. Like, there is no happiness at all. It's like, ugh, you'll bring here. Like, girl, what's going on? Like, I mean, the lady is trying not to be upset that she's in there 7 weeks before the wedding and all this
I
stuff's going on. Like,
do.
do you not think people have plans?
I
This
mean,
is
it does feel, maybe she was waiting on her like season 6 check or something to like really start planning or something, because it does seem like they're really like, what the fuck were you doing on your off time? Or maybe she was like, no, I need to wait until we start filming to start planning. Like, it just does seem really, really short notice to throw this all together. But
I've been thinking about this for 20 years. All right, it's happening. You want to make plans? No.
Nah.
Maybe she was waiting until they had sex first, and then
we'd probably still be waiting. Back to Sir and Lala in that like bra and blazer combo. Man, my eyeballs are burning. She's looking so hot. before I get to that though, Jeff, how would you feel if your boss, who was like fourth removed above you in terms of
Mhm,
superiority, came in and
mhm.
asked to smell your breath?
Yeah, I mean,
Die. I would die. I would die. I would just like melt into a puddle
he's
and I would
brought
seep into a crack in the earth.
a lot of this, when we ask each other, like, "What would you think if like, if you had asked me, like, "What would you think if a buddy of yours served you an ass steak?" Like, you've got to assume that I did enough shitty stuff to him over the years to possibly deserve an ass steak. Like,
Mhm.
you just haven't done all the things in such an order to your boss in numerous places where you work at various positions that you definitely deserve to have your breath smelled. So if I'm James in this instance, yeah, I just go along with it because I mean he's basically getting you gotta have a breathalyzer in your car before it starts
Yeah.
up equivalent of work. So
Um, so, I mean, but I guess is he just, like, copping it because he just wants this job so bad? I mean, is he not humiliated? That would be so humiliating, even for a man who has proven to have a very low bar for embarrassment and shame. I mean, that's still very, very embarrassing, right?
yeah, but I guess he's gotta get to Coachella and that's the way he's doing it.
Don't forget, before that, he's gonna DJ on a plane.
She already
'Cause
got called out that, she already told him he wasn't any Calvin Harris, which was just way to go with the slinging that one DJ name he got, and he's like, "All right." But yeah,
that was
it's
the only
rough.
DJ we knew, I think, back then. But so and another and Lala is just rising in my esteem. Like, I know I was mad at her in episodes 1, maybe 2, maybe, I don't know, but I think that she feels bad, and she is a I
She
think that
does.
she is she I think that she is a really thinking about this pragmatically, right? In terms of bigger picture, how can I, like, maximize how the viewers are seeing me, the screen time, like, even though I'm ostracized from these folks, like, I need to make good decisions, and so she's like, "Okay, ma'am." So this is where when she pulls Sheena for a chat, and Sheena essentially says, "I can't make any decisions until Katie tells me what to do. I need Katie to tell me how to live my life. So
Mhm.
save your apology for me. Go do Katie, and then I'll decide after." Are you not
Yeah, we
embarrassed for that, Sheena?
figured out friend statuses for this year. Like, friend statuses are the theme, like, because she already called her, but, like,
Yeah.
you said that stuff about my best friend. Like, okay, now we gotta end it into the bet not only are you on her team, she is definitely your best friend, even though somebody else assumes that she's maid of honor. Everyone has their own little bit imaginary roles in this, and it's odd. It's just odd for grown
It
people
is.
to be doing this, to be so ti if it came up every now and then, sure, but, like, it comes up so many times in this 10 minutes of show.
And do you ever wonder if these people really feel like this, or are they playing out some kind of narrative for the show? I mean, do you think that, like, Sheena as a person in real life or Katie as a person in real life is this worried about who this person sits with at lunch or talks about or high fives at the bar or laughs with? Do you think that or is this something that they're sort of
Sheena,
like
yes.
amplifying?
Sheena, yes. I think Katie's more it comes and goes, but she has it for sure because she can tell. Like I said, I think when Stassi was crying because of them getting back together, there was part of Katie that was enjoying watching her
Well,
be in pain after them, being separate for so long. And like,
I
there's
know.
part of Katie that I think revels in the fact that she probably hears the phrase hashtag Team Katie every now and then. And now she's got her bridesmaids, and now she's getting like her own, like, she used to just have to suffer behind Kristen and Stassi, and now it's her time to shine.
Well,
I think she's
did
putting
they
more into that than most 30-year-olds do. Yeah.
Yeah, possibly, but are they not is she not worried about the blowback of being this dislikable and being this on because obviously these people care very much about how they're perceived by the viewing public, right? Or do you think that Katie just miscalculated? Do you think Sheena just miscalculated and they were acting the way that they thought they wanted to? Because me and Emily are having this conversation about this one dude, Kenny, on In the City. And I think probably he went into this, his first season, obviously. He went into thinking, like, oh, okay, I'm going to act this way. And I bet I'm going to be like king of the hill. People are going to love me. They're going to think I'm really like Ralph Machismo. They are going, they're just going to really this, and it's landing really wrong. Do you
I
think that's
think they're
happening?
Yeah, I think their focus is too narrow. Like, we keep waiting for them to realize that they're on television and all this is being broadcast. It's like the only person that really realizes that there's going to be repercussions outside are the brand new people who like know
Yeah.
about the show and then come on to it. Brittany knows her folks are going to watch that when they talk about her
Mm-hmm.
muffin.
That's a good point.
Everyone else seems like we're constantly like, they're going to see this and then we're going to have to see them at the reunion talk about it. So she still wants to be number one girl in the group is all Katie wants to be, I think, right now. And she sees her shot and that's all she fucking cares about.
And two, I am. This is what I miss the most about our season 1 dummies because they were so less performative. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like besides their new noses, or no, their old noses, or just like their lack of awareness of how they are coding the screen, they were really just sort of like living it out. And now it just seems like they're very, very aware, and they're also making decisions that are poor. I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't remember how I received this particular season, but I can't imagine people sitting at home being like, "Damn, I love Katie. Man, she's so sweet and nice and cool,
I can't
real
either.
relatable."
Because the way Sheena, like you said, just not having it from Lala because Katie's not getting an apology. And so Sheena runs right to Katie.
Of course she does.
And then they get all this, and more rumors because there haven't been enough rumors about these two that have been on the show for a while. So they don't take in for a second consideration of like what all they've been through and are just like, let's just squash this and let's see what's actually going on.
What do
And
you
we have
call
to
it?
hear.
I should have done a Google for this because I love to diagnose psychology. I should have texted Emily. What do you call it when somebody can't connect an outside experience to what they're having? Like, for instance, like Sheena has no sympathy for Lala being called a mistress when she was actually a mistress. It's like she doesn't remember how that felt. Like, what is that
The only thing I
sensation
keep
for it?
going back to is like when someone is so far up their own ass that they can't see some of this stuff that's going on. And really,
Is that the medical diagnosis?
I don't know I just don't know what the one word term is for that.
But you see what I'm trying to say? It's like all these people are just like
No,
forgetting they had these exact same experiences. And then we don't forget. The audience doesn't forget. The internet doesn't forget.
Phrase kept getting back in my head. Like they are so up their own ass. They don't know.
Yeah.
And because it gets pretty brutal about, these rumors that Katie's hearing.
Mm-hmm.
And also the thing she's talking about how Lala is getting her money, but Katie gets hers the old fashioned way. What she's accusing Lala of is the old fashioned way, right? I mean,
well, I was going to say, that's exactly what I wrote. I was like, the old fashioned way? You mean supporting a worthless, feckless man who hates you and will take any opportunity to talk bad about you and side against you? Is that what you mean by the old fashioned way? Because it sounds like
no repercussions if he physically assaults you in any way or your friends or verbally berates them.
Sounds to me like Katie's a little jealous because
also, Katie, like, you remember when there were rumors about you at a nightclub doing something that wasn't
motorboating a dick?
You're accusing Lala. Do you remember how horrible that was? Like, do you remember when there were just rumors about your boyfriend, not even your own self, just someone you're dating, and how pissed off you were at the entire world? And it gets worse in a little while, but
well, whatever the label is for that, the experience that we're describing, like that is the through line. That's the theme so far for all these episodes. Is that, oh hey, I forgot I went through the same thing, but I'm gonna be mad about that shit for you anyway. And like this shit about like you're a whore, and Katie doesn't even budge, even when Lala comes down those stairs, real meek. Like you can tell she is performing contrition, true or not. And I do not believe it's a bullshit apology. I believe that Lala really does want to squash it because it's in her best interest to squash it, whatever this. And the Katie goes in, and this is something we missed. There's all this beef on social media in between seasons. Right. Apparently Lala was tweeting all of this stuff, which we did not privy to because, the past.
Which is not great. I mean, that's some of it's pretty rough. Well, yeah.
I mean, saying that I didn't take my top off enough and that I'm gonna fuck your dumb husband. Well, yeah, but exactly, come on. Nobody wants that man. That's the joke. Like, come on,
But
you're the only fucking one that wants that man.
she is apologizing. She tries to a
Yeah.
couple times. She squashes it, calls her the worst fucking name you can actually call someone. I mean, it's really
What, whore?
bad. Yeah, I mean, the call it like I see it, just the way that she's, I think,
Mm,
being so dismissive of her,
yeah. That
that
was the
she's just
worst part for
fucking
me.
dirt on the ground. I think it's
Right.
just horrible. It's the way she does it. Yeah.
That was the worst part for me is that she had the opportunity to be a big person here. She had to be like, all right, man, let's just call it even. Shouldn't have to forgive her, nothing. But for her to like not budge and double down in that nastiness, like Katie is a small person. And that's why I keep saying, I wonder if I guess we'll see at the reunion, watching these back, how much of this she regrets.
Yeah.
I'll be interested to say that, but, like, I just wrote she wrote walked by, she's like, "Ugh, you're a dumb idiot," and I was like, "Good one, Katie." I mean, you've
Yeah.
already told her she was a whore and sucking dick for money, and she got her Range Rover at her apartment because she's, a sex worker, but dumb idiot is what you wanna leave it on? Like, get the fuck out of here, Katie. You suck.
No, I don't care for it all right here.
But they're gonna have a housewarming party. Guess who's not invited? Our girl Lala.
Yeah.
And surprise, Tom's bitching. Bitching about
Yeah,
the
stuff's
party.
expensive. Everything's expensive. It's pricey. We're throwing a party for everybody. It's real expensive. Got it. Got it. Also, why is Katie cutting, and I hate the phrase cutting the cheese, but that is what she's doing. Why is she cutting? What are these tiny little squares she's doing?
Well, maybe she didn't have enough to buy some, so she's trying to make it, go
There's
farther.
plenty of it. No one eats this. Like, she's like
Well,
sixteenthing up some Kraft American slices over here and some other things. Like,
they're
just
grown
putting
up
some
now.
plain ass deli turkey out there.
Well, they're grown up now, we can have a charcuterie. Like, what time in
That's not a
America
charcuterie plate. It's not a shirt. That's just some
um,
deli snacks you got sitting
I
out
meant to
there.
look this up too. When did charcuterie start to, like, be kind of a thing, like, hit the American culture? Was it before this? Is it, like, 2014, 2012?
I'd
Whenever,
say
like, we
around
became
this time, maybe just after,
yeah.
really. Yeah.
Okay. Um, this is where we learned that last night at work, Sheena had the audacity
Yeah.
to talk
This
to
is
Lala and laugh at something.
mhm.
How dare you? And that's right. Like the hypocrisy and short term amnesia is so disconnecting from me. Like
First off,
I,
what were
I
they laughing
can't.
about? What were they talking about? Was it work related? Do you have any idea? Maybe it didn't have anything to do with you. It probably didn't have anything to do with you. And you had this beef going on with Stassi because you were the bigger person and, sent Sheena an olive branch and tried to figure all that out last year. And now
But
she's trying to
Jeff,
do the exact same, and you are
really quick
fucking
though,
crucifying her for it.
to remind, to
Yeah.
remind, let's tell people why Stassi cut Katie off and Katie was so emotional about losing that friendship. Why? Because Katie was friends with Sheena and was going to be buddied up with her. And that's why Katie was so devastated to lose this friend.
Now she's doing it.
It's like, this is what I'm saying. It's like, what am I watching?
And
I
she's
feel like
only
what
doing it
Lala,
because Stassi's back in the picture.
I mean, I guess so, and I was really incredulous. I was like, "Tom, that's a really reductive way to talk about that Katie's behavior is getting worse with Stassi," but I guess maybe he's right. Like,
No,
I guess
I totally agreed with him when he
and
first said that. Yeah.
yeah, you did. You were right, and whatever the opposite of a rising tide lifts all boats, like, what the opposite of that is, like, a really hard undercurrent sinks us all or whatever, like, that's what we're watching. We're
Yeah.
watching these women just drag each other down into the murk of nastiness and pettiness, and it's disgusting. Do you wanna take a quick break right here before we get into the party time?
Let's do it.
Okay, alright, quick break, everybody.
Okay, we are back. And
Yay.
Cindy, I had to start this because I'm going to need you primarily to walk us through this minefield of things that are happening,
Yikes.
some looks that are happening with people. I don't think I don't think the straight male is
So
allowed some opinions on some of
so
this. And
as it's
we have a
happening.
problem with some of the way some straight males label certain
Yeah.
people. So I'm going to let you take that.
Okay, so as it's happening, I'm thinking in my head, how do we talk about it? You know, like if we, because I tell my students, listen, if you have to use antiquated language, make
Uh-huh.
sure that you put it in quotes. And if it is a slur or a curse word, you can use asterisks. I don't know how to use verbal asterisks, but uh, Jack's surprise is the offender. Before that, though, Sheena really does do that thing that you love where she's like, oh my God, everything is so amazing.
Yep.
Shay and I have never been happier. And so I should have took that as a clue that,
And
meow.
I don't know. She kind of looks weird. That's why I wanted you to talk about it.
Yeah,
Kind of just,
she does. She's very thin. She's very thin. And this is before Ozempic. Okay. Which I am not making any judgments. I, participate in my own, feelings and stuff with my weight and my body, all this stuff. But at a time when it was very, very popular to have a very curvaceous sort of like figure eight situation, Sheena is looking really thin. Jax also mentions it.
that will come up.
And
Yeah.
yeah, and I need Peter to focus on his hairless face before he talks about anybody else's body. I need you to go straight into the mirror, sir, and will that beard to come back because I cannot
Well,
look
he
at you. You look
needs,
like a naked mole rat.
without the beard, you need some other kind of head accessory. Like he needs to wear fake glasses or just got
Yes.
the hat. Like if he wore
Maybe like a bow tie like Jax
fedora.
was wearing.
Yeah, monocle. Anything at this point, fake mustache, even like a very
It's
fake mustache, a Groucho Marx glasses situation.
like a fake nose, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Jax is sitting down and they're talking about this is a minefield. You're right. Even Ariana and Sandoval go into like a woke panic, like whenever he starts talking about, like he's talking about, I think he might be talking about drag queens. Like he wants drag
Yes,
performers, and I'm
they do
so sorry.
straighten them up a little bit on that,
Yeah,
but
and I'm sorry to use this language, but he says
you don't have to.
transvestites,
Yeah, you don't have.
and
You don't
then
have
he
to
says,
do that.
okay, we're going to get a transgender, which we know in 2026, we knew in 2016 not to talk like this way. This was a very, very antiquated way to talk about hooks. But I don't know if I understand his vision. So he wants drag queens to perform because that's fun and that's really interesting. And drag queens make everything better and they make everything a party. Is that what he wants, or is he talking about hazing or pranking?
I think he
What
intends
is he
it to
doing?
be a good. He intends it to be a good natured prank. There are quotes all over that. Then
Yeah.
we figure out, we get into, as he puts it, in the mind of Jax Taylor. Let's just say that we see Kristen and Carter in a gross kiss, and then we go to Stassi and Brittany. That's all. That's where we need to get.
Let's
Let's just
seen
jump ahead.
listen, I have seen more of this man's tongue than I have seen my dogs, and I've owned her for 6 years, okay? I don't need y'all to lick each other up and down in my eye line. I'm watching Love Island. I've got enough of the sloppy kisses in my life. Stop it. I don't need to
Or
hear the
Goldie. I
smacking.
hate that comparison.
I mean, it is just egregious, and they don't even, like, provide any context. There's no conversation around it.
No,
They're
no,
not
no, no.
sitting
It's
around
just,
gazing in each other's eyes. It's like, blah, 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 blah. I'm
it
like,
has to
okay,
just be
whatever.
like, this happened so much. We couldn't not, like, it's an inside joke with the camera guys. Like,
It's
dude,
so bad.
I snuck another one in there on Tommy. He hates it.
Uh,
Like, one of the producers, like, really hates to see it, and they just keep putting it in there.
yeah, they're pranking each other.
Somebody
Um,
gets $150 every time it makes it in there.
and so we get this scene too with Stassi and Brittany in the kitchen, and I am trying very, very hard to disconnect what my 2026 timeline is delivering me because I'm not watching The Valley.
Yes.
But I'm getting
She
a
mentions
lot
it
of.
every episode.
I know it's because it's really hard to not, and then my timeline delivers me so much to kind of feel like I am. So I'm having a hard time disconnecting what I know about her now than what she's done because I say all of that to say everybody loves her. She is our Kentucky darling. And Stassi crying openly to this woman that she doesn't even really know that well, I think speaks a lot to Brittany and how Brittany feels safe and which is so alarming. that she is with this man who we know to be not a safe place at all. So I think it speaks a lot to how Brittany is and the kind of human that she is in 2016.
And does it speak to Stassi's best friends? Isn't it? Isn't there a little bit that says, why isn't this during the daytime with Katie before this party? Why isn't this with Kristen? Or
Well,
like, what are your real? Now, I mean, I know sometimes it's great to have a new perspective on, a person with a new perspective on things, or maybe someone that's not caught up in everything. But if they're all fighting so hard to get to whatever this friend elite diamond status thing is with each other, yet the thing you have friends for is not what they're doing.
well, I think it's a little bit of projection on Stassi's part. Let's flash back to season 1 when they were so mean to Kristen about how she constantly talked about her and Sandoval's problems, and they would like fight and break up, and Kristen would cry to them, and they just got really tired of hearing it. So I think whether or not this is real or not, which it probably is real, but
I think it's
Stassi's like, maybe it is, but like Stassi's like, oh, they're going to get tired of hearing me talk about this because I got tired of hearing it.
yeah.
So maybe it is real, and maybe she's picking up on real vibes, or maybe she knows how tired and bullshit her bullshit capacity was filled up with Kristen. Maybe, I don't know. But for her to talk to a almost a complete stranger ish in the kitchen of a party really speaks to, number one, the level of nonsense that she's at. Like, I've said this before on this podcast too, but sometimes breakups are like a rubber band, especially in these in your like late 20s. This was actually because of the youth situation, where so many women have a very formative relationship with a toxic man. He wasn't necessarily a terrible person. Y'all were just really terrible together. And so the breakup is like, you break up for a little bit and then you snap back. And then when you break up, you get farther and farther and then you snap back. And then at one point you just get so far and it breaks, and you're unmoored from them and you're disconnected from him. But I just felt so much sympathy for Stassi, because everybody has had this relationship where it's just, you can't get on your feet. And hopefully yours takes place in your 20s, because that's kind of a rite of passage. Mine wasn't. Mine was in my mid 30s, so or late 30s. But it just really, really teaches you a lot about your capacity for acceptance, or your capacity for what you'll put up with and all that kind of stuff. And so I can see it in Stassi, because she's crying. She's like, I just don't know what the problem is. The problem is y'all are not meant for each other. The problem is the universe is actively telling you to be away from this man, and you are rejecting that message. That's the problem.
Yeah, and it is weird because we know nothing about the relationship. I mean,
This is the most we've heard about it.
Yeah, and it's still not specific enough to give me like, oh, okay, this is the thing that's, I mean,
Yeah.
and I'm not saying we need that in this. You just really, I mean, it's more important that she's confiding in Brittany about it and isn't talking to her other best friends about it.
And I also think it puts a little bit a finer point on Katie being shitty at the fucking invitation store. Like, oh, well, you're sad and alone. Sorry.
Right.
Meanwhile, she's crying into her Pinot Grigio because this relationship is falling apart and it hurts a lot. And Katie's like, fuck you. Sorry over here, you spinster. I got to send out a $20 invitation. Like, all right,
I'll be over here
bitch.
with Kentucky Girl and her vodka soda. It'd be just fine.
Yeah. And there's this, we only get like a little snippet of Lala. So I'm not going to go back and forth, but James, I think James may be a little bit skeptical about Lala's relationship too, but he doesn't want to speak on it because she's his only friend. He's like, I ain't fucking that shit up. And then he nails everything that's happened at the party.
I was going to say, it is kind of clever the way they put it together. And he's like, see what these basic dickheads are doing is blah, 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 blah. And it's like, yep, that's right. But I mean, it is, I guess it is important that Lala is even going outside of, the restaurant to her friend and being like, I tried with both of these people. She's not just saying fuck them like with James. She could, it's just as easily for her to be like, yeah, those guys are assholes and I don't need them. She's like, I tried to apologize to both of these people and neither one of them would accept it. That's hard,
And it's unlike James.
And I do think it's a sincere apology also.
I do too. That's what I was about to say too. Unlike James, who his was very thinly veiled as a way back in and just wanted to like get over it. He didn't really give a shit about it. I think Lala, is really trying to move in the right direction. But this is where we get that Jackson Peter scene where I don't know how far away Sheena was. I don't know if she was in earshot, but they are actively talking about her body. And then
Yeah.
the editors again flashback to Sheena a few years ago, which I bet Sheena did not care for that.
No.
I bet she did not care for that. Not even, I bet she loved them calling her skinny. I bet that she loved that shit. But then
Yeah,
flashing
I guess
back
it
to
depends
that,
on what she's going for, really.
yeah, but that flashback when she was in the pool was fairly
No,
unflattering.
this is the scene in the movie you put in there because one of these guys will attack violently this innocent girl at the party. And then you're like, oh, well, he was telling us at the very beginning that he was, talking about her like a piece of meat dangling in front of everybody and he doesn't really care, and like that's the total, like he's the jock at the party in the 80s movie that attacks somebody later. That's what that scene looked
It
like to me.
it's yes, and we've talked more about the non-consensual vibes that some of these people give out, but this woman is standing at a party 10 feet from you with her husband. And
Uh-huh.
Jax is even like, I mean, I'm not trying to hit on her, but like, damn that ass. Where that ass? Like, ooh. Sir, you don't even know. And I am not trying to make any accusations about Sheena's personal life, but you have no idea what is happening. And you don't have any idea her relationship with food, her relationship with other people's opinions about her body. This is disgusting. And we'll see at the reunion how Sheena receives it. She may have loved it. She may have loved that attention because we know Sheena loves the attention.
I
Or
know
she may have felt bad about it.
there's plenty of stuff in this episode that makes me want like mini reunion after episode 12. Like I want half the
Mhm.
season to
Yeah.
go and
Just
then
check
the
in.
other half. Yeah.
So the stupid fucking bitch ass brigade
Yep.
convenes in Katie's room to debrief. And Sheena is left out. They're acting like it's not purposeful, but it is in a minute. But they are saying all of these disgusting things. I won't repeat them, but Kristen, how dare you say something about a woman cheating when your major story arc 2 seasons in a row was how you cheated with your best friend's man? This is what I'm saying, and as soon as we hang up, I'm going to, like, look it up and figure out what it is that we call that, because that's what the name of this season should be.
I mean, Kristen's using it as an excuse to call her the two names that she's been called the most, like she's a psycho, like she's a skank.
Yeah.
Well, people have referred to you as that, and now you're just belting it right back. Like you see an opportunity and you're having, and also
Stassi
like, it's just real shitty. Like, let me pull you two in while I'm having a party so we can shit talk one of the people that's here and another person,
at the
like
party.
for the 100th
Yes.
fucking time. Yeah.
And Stassi says the phrase, Sheena better fall in line when they're
Yep.
talking about her laughing at the bar. And I was like, well,
They're
you know what?
friends.
Good to know. Good to know that Stassi has really like learned and her growth is really ongoing because she better fall in line. What?
Yeah.
And then we go outside where Sheena is talking to Ariana and Jax. And she's like, listen, I mean, if she's lying about fucking a married dude, so she's obviously lying about being sorry. What?
I don't know.
What?
I was so thrown off by some of this, especially like when they're in Katie's room, the way they're talking about it. This also had one of those like, is this manufactured? Is this some producer's made thing? I
Yeah.
mean, because it seems so inorganic. Like, we need these teams. We've got to have a dividing line. We've got to have these teams. So it's like, all right, well, I'll have people over for a housewarming party and I'll be on something because I can't even tell what color limes and lemons are, and I'll just be real slow about everybody. But I'll say these vicious things, and so just have them come to me back here. Like, all right,
Well, I was having the same feelings because Katie said something about how she's uncomfortable with Sheena being friendly. And I was like, I am uncomfortable with how small and petty that they're being. That makes me not want to be part of this. Do you know
no,
what I mean? Like,
she asked her for her support. Like, Sheena's support as opposed to what? What do you think she's out there? I mean, look, I don't come to
Yeah.
defense for Sheena on a lot of things, but if she's been anything lately, it's supportive of Katie. I mean,
Yeah.
and
To a
that's what I mean
fault.
by it. She has to be acting like she can't see that or lying to herself that she can't see that. Or somebody has just said, hey, from now on, you can't, don't worry about that.
Maybe.
You're iffy on Sheena. Like, okay, I'm iffy on Sheena now. Like, new direction.
Well,
Um,
and Ariana also too, this is another where that we tiptoe right up to the fourth wall and kind of stop right before we get there. And she says, it's her life is none of your business. You work with her in a restaurant.
yeah,
And, Jax is standing there, like, kinda, like, going like this back and forth, and at first, whenever Sheena says, "Yeah, we can't trust her," he's like, "Yeah, man," and then when Ariana's like, "It's none of your business," he's like, "I know, right?" Like, he's just sitting there watching it go back and forth and just agreeing with whoever is talking and probably going to go and repeat this to somebody who it's none of their business too, but it's just so funny to see him kind of decide what he thinks in real time. But I don't know. Yeah, that's an interesting thought. How much of this can we believe? Because it does seem
it seems forced.
far-fetched.
Yeah.
Yes, it seems far-fetched that she would be this mad about it. But I mean, I don't know,
And it's
4
also like
seasons in.
this many people are this forgetful about so many things that were so personal to them 20 minutes ago. That
Yeah.
seems,
I mean, after 4 seasons, though, they have more than likely learned how to, like, produce their storyline or
right.
what they think they want what people want, and that's what I'm thinking too is that that is so easily misjudged that I think that maybe perhaps Katie misjudged it a
Yeah,
little
and I'm
bit.
gonna take it for what's on here. Like, okay, this is what they're acting like, so I'm gonna talk about it like it is. But it is
Yeah,
hard not to go, this seems weird. This seems awkward,
but
you know.
I do, but I think that it's valuable though for us to kind of like keep one eye closed about it and be like, listen, how much of this is produced in a way that they're trying to package this particular season or this particular
Mhm.
show, right? And like they're still, like we were saying earlier, they're still acting like they're working there. They are still, I mean, this whole storyline about Katie's wedding costing so much, $18,000. When I was a waitress or a bartender, $18,000 would have been so out of my perception of what I could even come close to thinking about affording. Like,
That's
there's
just the
like,
photographer.
yeah, or just the invitations,
I mean, just the
right?
photographer's 18 grand.
Yeah, and then the invitations are $3,000. Like, that is what do you want us to believe here, right? Like, do you want
Right.
us to believe that they're broke? Like, I don't know, and I think that that resolves itself, probably not this season, but in a couple of seasons too, it becomes less and less about Sir. I mean, eventually, none of these people work at Sir. I don't know, maybe Jax, but
Peter.
that was yeah. Well, we know Peter. I think did I see that Peter announced a pregnancy? Is his baby? Is he
Him and his
pregnant?
non-AI girlfriend, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I also saw a tidbit that James Kennedy's girlfriend is 23 in real time. Isn't he in
Right.
his 40s now? Is he
That's
in his
why I sent you
40s?
that text about it. No,
Yeah.
no, 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 I don't think so.
No, that's right, because Ariana is 40. I looked it up because 'cause I'm watching Love Island. I looked
I think
up
he's, like,
Ariana is
early to like, maybe mid-30s at the latest. I bet he's,
yeah,
like,
you're probably right.
33,
You're probably right.
34.
Yeah, that's probably right. So, but that's about where we end with me feeling uncomfy watching these fucking bitch ass women perpetuate every ugly stereotype about
Yeah.
female friendships ever. And so next time, Schwartz and his new haircut ask Ariana to be a groomsman. How do you think that's going to go over?
Seems murky. Seems like it could
Murky.
be a problem.
It's a shout out to
Also,
the
it
In the
seems
City.
like as soon as they showed that, I was like, "Yeah, she really just could have asked her to be a bridesmaid," and then avoid
Yeah.
because this seems not also for him, I don't know who's more at fault at this. This seems we will wait and see. Yeah, I know Katie's gonna be very upset no matter
Yeah.
what
Katie goes
happens.
with the dark side.
Mhm.
And the bitch brigade stages a friend intervention on Sheena. Sheena, I need you to hate who we hate. I need you to ignore who we ignore. And if you don't, you'll be excommunicated from this little cabal. Thank you very
Better
much.
get in line.
Better fall in
Yeah,
line.
and James is going to be fired.
Well, we get a very, very famous scene where him and Jax get into it. And he's like, make your cosmopolitan pumptini, pumptini. So that's a very, very famous scene in the Vanderpump lore. So we'll see. I'm gonna save my talk about Ariana being a guy's girl for this groomsmen stuff and being a cool girl until I see the whole text. I haven't watched it yet, so I will save my rant because to that end, before we get to our chump and LVP, because the past, you got any?
Headlock. You don't really hear about a headlock anymore. That was big. I haven't heard that in a while. I don't know if that's more because of the youth, but when I was growing up, man, people were putting each other in headlocks all the time. Headlock was a big thing. To just all of a sudden hear a grown man talk about getting in a headlock, that is way back.
Very funny.
I
mean, like, because the past.
Yeah, we've got a couple Shakespeare references lately, so that's back. That's way past right there.
Is that it?
That's it for me. What about you this week?
This shaggy white coat that Lisa is wearing, hers presumably was very, very designer, but in and around 2016, 2017, like this fur situation, I had a black one and I had it in a vest version. Like mine was probably Target or whatever, but it was everywhere. This like faux fur, but make it shaggy situation was all the rage. And then that first pic they showed of the clown college, it was so greasy. Like I could smell the Axe body spray and penicillin just coming off the screen. It looked like Jax and Sandoval hired a twink sex worker to be their third. And then they saw him in a bar and was like, hey man, we like your vibe. Do you want to come hang out with us? Like it was just so greasy and like Jersey Shore, if Jersey Shore was about gay dudes, like it was just wild.
Well, just wait till the bachelor party. Let's see if we can rekindle some old things.
It took me out. I did have Jax's language.
Do you think gross. What episode do you think the wedding will be? We're on 3.
I bet
there's 24 or there's 21 regular season.
18 or 19.
So deep into it. Okay.
Yeah. I bet. Because we're probably going to have to have, we're going to have a bachelor party. We're going to have a bachelorette. We're going to do all that kind of stuff. Everybody's got to be at each other's throats for a while. So, we're in it. Like, settle in, boo. Think about Sheena's season. Like, settle in. Oh, and I know that this is a lot of circumstances around it, but $350 a month for a Range Rover lease seems, strange.
Not if you put 10,000 down, girl.
She knows how leases work, Jeff.
Honey girl.
Jeff.
All right.
She knows how leases work.
Okay, baby.
Ugh. I already talked about my shitty relationship being because of the youth, and you're just holding on to it, and you just think that I have to make it work, and I just want to be like auntie, godmother comes down and take her by the shoulders, is like, no, you don't. You don't got to make it work. Let it go. It shouldn't be this hard in your 20s. Goodbye, bad man.
No, it shouldn't. No.
Yeah.
Well, who amongst all these do you anoint chump of the week?
Okay.
Who would you have? Chump of the day.
So I have two. Number one is Katie's Pinterest board because it let us all down. I know for a fact if you were to go into Katie's 2016 Pinterest board, it's got all of these intricate ideas about burlap and mason jars and just all kinds of bullshit, like pop a balloon.
Einstein lights or Edison bulbs. All as far as the eye can see.
For sure.
Einstein lights.
And then
good one.
Secondly, big time loser is female friendships and the politics that are baked in, because not really beating the allegations here, not doing a whole lot for female friendships, because anybody that I want to name the chump here is just the same people ever.
Well, that's
James, Katie.
Yes. So I was going for what you were saying about female friendship, and then my trying to sum it up in 3 words as I kept writing, I just crossed it out and wrote Katie. Like, that's just, let's just, I know
yeah.
yeah. And it's her a
I
lot, or
mean,
it's her and her couple a lot, but she's no perma jump yet for me. But
I was just
Ruth,
about to say, is it gonna get better? Like, I don't see as
it's
Katie
not,
gets more and more deep in her bridezilla situation, how could it get
I don't think Jax and James are
better?
willing to get, they're not willing to relinquish the crowns that they share up here. I mean,
Mm.
she's got to do some work.
I
Like,
have never agreed for Jax being a perma chump. Like that, I did not greenlight that.
well, maybe I'm
Jax
speaking my personal story over
James for
here.
sure. James for sure. So who's your LVP then?
I also had two on this, both for
Me
similar
too.
things. I'm gonna give it to Ariana rather than Lala for trying to rise above all this and stay out of the bullshit that we were calling out on the chump. Giving it to Ariana because she didn't have the negative stuff that Lala did. Sounds like you kind
Mhm.
of agree over there.
I do. So Ariana was number 1. Lala was number 2 for me. I
Yep.
did have a number 3. Did you have a number 3?
Started to cross it out. Yeah, I was just writing, staying out of shit is all I was.
Oh, yep.
Whoever stays out of the shit is doing just
Mhm.
fine.
Well, my bronze medal of LVP goes to ass steaks because
Yeah, it was. I thought Schwartz was going to run away with it at first, but no.
mhm. Yeah, no, so, I mean, and you know what? After all, they tasted good. Jax was like, I'm cool. Fuck it. I love an ass steak. Cool, cool, cool." So, winner all around there.
Yeah, I think what sold it
Yeah.
for Jax though was when Schwartz said that he ran 3 miles first and then put him on because Jax likes that sweaty
Yeah.
flavor like he
Yeah,
does
he
the steak.
does.
So
Yeah.
that makes
I was just
sense.
saying, I've never had more respect for Schwartz than I did seeing him execute
Wow.
so much planning
Wait,
and so
timestamp
much
that
effort.
to record. Respect for Schwartz coming out of Sunday's mouth
What
there.
else what else has this man shown us that he has ever given a shit about? So, if it has to be ass steaks, it has to be ass
Modelo
steaks. Yeah,
leaping
umbrellas.
leaping over fake puddles in suits.
Yep, yep. Okay, so season 5 is giving something, but
It
I don't
is. It
know.
is.
Yeah, so y'all go check back and see all the fun stuff that we did. I am really excited for our In the City coverage and our Las Culturistas stuff, which by the time you're hearing this, it's already out. So go listen to it. And as always, find us on the socials at Take a Pinot Pod. Email Jeff with all your concerns. I'm about to be taking a jet airliner out of here. And when you do hear this, I will be, farther north than I like to be,
Mm-hmm.
but, in the city.
Miss you, Sunday.